Where are y'all from?
Ireland. Sandy Kelly is my name. I'm a singer from Ireland. It's a good one, isn't it?
I got some friends from Ireland.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm a writer, and I write for some folks over there.
You're kidding.
I think it's something in the taxi driver could also be a songwriter.
Great to meet you. I wish I could come in and give you a kiss. That's great.
Oh, great.
So I'm over here to record with Johnny Cash this week. I'm really excited.
Oh, wow, that's great.
I'm really excited. You know, we could have a good combination here because you write them from the heart and I try to sing them from the heart. That's a good combination.
Sounds like a winner.
This could be a good trip. Huh? When I was first old enough to read my birth cert, I noticed father's occupation, showman. So I was always called a showman's daughter. And I wasn't sure how I felt about that because coming from some people, it was a compliment. And coming from other people, well, no, I wasn't as good as anybody else because I was only a showman's daughter. That didn't make me bitter, but it's always been in my mind. And boy, am I glad I was a showman's daughter.
A beautiful young lady from the west coast of Ireland. So if you would, let's give a nice warm welcome to Miss Sandy Kelly, ladies and gentlemen. Here she comes. Come on, Sally.
1989, I'm at Johnny Cash's house with my family at a party, and he invites me up to sing, and all his friends were there. After the party, Johnny Cash said, do you have anything planned for tonight? And I said, well, I've got tickets for the Opry. I've never seen the Grand Ole Opry. Well, you're not going to see it tonight. He said, I want you to stay back. So I said, threw away the tickets, stayed at his house, and he said, I'm going to record a song with you. Thank you.
When I met this lady I'm going to introduce to you right now, Waylon Jennings told me, said, when you go to this particular place in Ireland to play, look out for this girl named Sandy, because she's great and she's going to make it. Well, I looked out for her, and there she was, and we asked her to sing a song on our show that day. And it was our dream to have a duet on a song that we both loved, and with the help of one of the greatest record companies, people in the world, the Bradleys in Nashville. The record was produced, and she and I recorded it, and it's done really, really well, and I'm awfully proud of her.
Would carve me the house of my dreams, carve me a valley, make me a stream, runs through the mountains and under the trees. Would carver do this for me?
I could carve you a house out of oak, out of pine, maybe a castle that sits on the Rhine, even a cottage that no one could find, and the sun that forever will shine. But I can't make it real for you. It's only as real as the wood that I use. I can't make your dreams come true. That's something you'll have to do.
Would carve me the love I can't find, make him gentle, tender and kind, carve him a heart that will always be mine. Would carver take your time?
I could carve you a knight or a cowboy in jeans, maybe a sailor coming home from the sea, as hard as the oak and as soft as the pine, just like the man you can't find. But I can't make...
Ballintor is a very quaint village, which was where my mother was from, and I went to school there from the age of 8. We have 3 pubs in Ballintor, still the same. It's the same way back then. And come Christmas time, I got a chance to put on my regalia and entertain everybody and get some money. So what I used to do, I figured it all out, myself and 2 friends, we'd get bicycles, and I would do Ballygawley, Clooney, every place that we could physically get to. in that day and entertain everybody. There wasn't a lot of people with my kind of neck around at that age, you know. So then I'd rush home, up to the house and change all my clothes, put on a new mask and new makeup, and I'd do all the pubs again with an accordion, and I wouldn't sing this time, and I'd get all the money over again. And what I didn't know was they knew it was me all the time. But I was getting the money, what did I care? I can always remember being from a showbiz background. I can't remember anything else, actually. From I was 3 years old, I used to sing on stage. My family owned a fit-up roadshow, which involved my grandfather. He was called Busky Dan, and the name came from black and white minstrels, where he used to black up his face. And there was my dad and all his brothers and sisters, and of course they married, which made it quite a big outfit. And they would travel from town to town, as I remember, and entertain all the local people. And of course, as a child, if there was anything to be done in a play which was a child part, or singing a child's song, you did it. But it was so funny because it was very much a job. My grandfather used to say, if you're sick, you don't go out there and make complaints or anything. You go out there and you entertain those people, paid a lot of money to come and see you look happy. And I've lived with that all my life. Like, he's sitting on my shoulder, which is great, because no matter how I feel, I still try to deliver. So we moved from town to town, and I used to go on the door with my grandfather and collect the money, which made me like money at a very early age. I learned how to count anyway. And then he'd sort of run around and change and do his bits and pieces, and so would all of us, right? I remember people didn't always pay with money. They used to bring eggs, turf, for those of us who we lived in caravans. If you were an ackle, you know, they always got fish, you know. Then, of course, we'd move to a place and intend to stay a week, and we might end up there a month if we were being fed well and enough people were coming and coming. So I did that from the age of 3 until 8. And unfortunately, TV became very popular, and the shows didn't do very good business, and my family had to move to South Wales. And it's on Irish soil, sure they call it lovely Derry on their bank. I was in my first job at 16, accountant's clerk, had my own desk. I used to sing every night. I still continue to sing every night. So I sang resident in an Irish club on Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. I worked Monday to Friday, you know, in the office, and I taught Irish dancing on Saturday and Sunday. I started the first Irish dancing lessons in South Wales, and I had a class of 50. Adding all of that up, I made £8 a week at the office as the accountant's clerk, but I made £8 a night singing in the club. So it didn't take me long to figure out that singing was going to be a much better career. I had an offer to sing at the Golden Garter and win the show, which was a 1,400-seater. So I went there briefly to try it out. My dad said, look, you know, you're only 16 and you won't get a chance like this again. Went away for 3 months. The first week I was there, we performed at Cliff Richard's. Second week was Shirley Bassey. Third week was Roger Whittaker. And so on and so on. And I was just thought I was a star, you know. I got the brain waves that my sister Barbara would come and join me to sing, and she was working out really good. She was only 15. That I would get my cousin to come in from South Wales and her boyfriend at the time. So we got together, called ourselves the Dusky Sisters, which brought us into a whole new thing. And we were sort of a commercial pop type band. And you pack up and off you go. Out comes 4 pairs of dungarees, and matching wellies. This could only happen to us. We said, oh no. So we had green wellies and pinstripe dungarees for Eurovision, and we had a choreographer, Mavis Ascot, who was getting us to actually dance around the whole zoo with these suits. But we had so much fun. I mean, we filmed for 3 days. We were happy in the dungarees and the wellies, and it worked out great. We fed the sea lions. There was one sequence where we danced, and we had to brush up after the elephants. And we said, isn't this just typical, of what would happen to us? But it just made such a fun video, and was us, it was just amazing.
If I paid attention to my friends' advice, they've been telling me that I should turn you down, 'cause you've another girlfriend on the far side of town. I always hoped when you go away that you would change.
We were together about 7 years, and in 1982 we did the Eurovision Song Contest.
Hey baby, tell me please, how can you come back to me as cool as a breeze? You can fool some people with your big brown eyes, but I'm the one who knows that you've been telling me lies. You tell me that you love me so, then you back up and off you go. Here today, gone tomorrow, one day love, next day sorrow. First you give, then you borrow. Here today, gone tomorrow. Baby, give me all of your love, or I don't really want to know. La 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 Hey baby, would it be nice if I paid attention to my friends' advice? They've been telling me that I should turn you down, 'cause you've been
The Eurovision Song Contest was definitely one of the highlights of my career, I have to say. Because, to represent your country in anything at all is just such a great feeling. You're so proud. And the fact that you're being listened to by 500 million people was just the weirdest feeling, to be standing there knowing that. Now, I know we didn't win, but we really had a great time. We went to all the parties and receptions. We met a lot of other performers from other parts of the world. And apart from all those things, I learned a lot. And it gave me a lot of confidence in my singing from then on.
Baby, give me